Have you tried to be productive every year and failed? Have you always found yourself firefighting for time? Have you wondered how I manufacture time for myself where I can do more? Do you see yourself getting drowned in the explosion of technology and information? Speed, complexity, and volume of work have erupted. We are not ready for the change. We feel overwhelmed with immeasurable amounts of information, indefinite work and expectations, and not enough time to complete. I am Manoj Tambe, founder of ImProEx, the platform where we explore the science of developing a growth mindset, productive habit building, and what is required to live a healthy life. In this series, I am going to share 5 core habits that are required for you to cultivate for a productive 2023. Are you looking at reducing your stress and accomplishing what is important to you and what matters to you? Are you seeking to have a flourishing, winning, and productive 2023? Keep watching this video and allow yourself to flourish and be productive. In this video, we are going to start with working on the first habit, the habit of silence. All of us have 24 hours in a day and we are preoccupied with work. We basically don't understand the nature of the work we are handling. You don't learn to handle it seamlessly. Time by its own nature is such that if you do something it flows, if you don't do something it flows, you don't have to push it. Taking charge of time is therefore important for you to be productive. We only have that number of hours. Now the thing to determine is how you choose to spend those 24 hours to produce more output and be productive. In the hours that we have per day, you are more preoccupied with your thoughts and emotions rather than the business. It is such a big issue that most of your time is spent dealing with those emotions. If you learn to sort this out for yourself, you will be able to actually work half the number of hours. So why is the habit of silence important? Well, we all live in a noise-filled world. You are in the path of constant background clatter, which helps you tune out any unwanted, unpleasant thoughts. When you spend time in silence, you allow a moment for some much-needed clarity. For most of us, it is so challenging to be silent. Silence is an approach to moving from being a social being into an individual being. You assume you are smart about everything, you get clarifications and calculations and nonsense chatter running in your mind. Even now, check out, are you silent? Check out within. Aren't you agreeing with me? Or are you disagreeing? Are you making comments and talking to yourself? Check out the facts said in the video. Appreciating it, depreciating it, everything is happening. When you practice being silent, you see your patterns, and you get aware of your design. You will distance yourself when you realize stupidity. Nothing grows without attention. Uncovering moments of silence can be difficult. The unawareness about how time spent in silence can offer you physical and mental benefits holds you back from investing this time. So before jumping on how to develop this habit of silence, let's look at what silence can do for you. Silence stimulates awareness. Silence can set the tone for the practice of mindfulness for enormous mental health benefits. You will observe your thoughts with a magnifying glass. Just redirect your attention to the peaceful present moment. Encourages self-introspection. The habit of silence helps you increase awareness to observe the quality of your thoughts. It gives you an opportunity to discover and accept your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Stimulates brain cells and relieves stress. It helps you develop new cells in the hippocampus. Hippocampus is a region in the brain that is linked to your memory, emotions, and ability to learn. Being silent lowers your cortisol and adrenaline levels. When we allow ourselves to be in silence, we allow our brains to hit the reset button and be refreshed by just slowing down. Enhances creativity and assists in concentration. An enormous outcome of stillness and silence is creativity. The zone of inspiration needs the mind to be calm and relaxed. The important reason why silence has become such an integral part of everyday life is that it enables you to focus in the noisy world. In a nutshell, being silent allows you to channel your inner energies. It provides you with the utmost clarity we need to calmly face challenges and uncertainty. The hour of silence is a time for gathering your thoughts, training your mind, and deciding how to shape the day. Know it, a seed grows with no sound, but a tree falls with huge noise. Destruction is always noisy, but creation is silent and peaceful. That is why it is of paramount importance to practice silence almost every day. Now the most important conversation that you all are waiting for. How to incorporate the power of silence into daily life. I am going to share with you a 60-minute routine to help you stay grounded and focused. The experiential process is called the solid bubble of silence. The solid bubble of silence is divided into 3 segments: 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and 10 minutes each. Please feel free to shorten the version from the full 60 minutes to your convenient time. You can start with 30 minutes. Just make sure to slice the time into 3 segments each. My recommendation is to work your way up to 60 minutes to maximum benefits. Take up a goal to complete a 21-day cycle without any breaks. When you start, you might find it easy and simple. Don't panic. Fight through this phase and stick to the routine. Habit formation takes time, but eventually, it will become second nature. Let's understand the prep part. What preparation is required for you to get locked in the solid bubble of silence? The thumb rule is to keep complete silence. The entire bubble of 60 minutes must be done without any distractions or interruptions from the outside world. Ensure to switch off your mobile or any other device which may distract you. Find a quiet spot away from others. Keep a journal and pen ready. Pick up a book you always wanted to read and set it near you. It is not necessary to practice the solid bubble of silence in the morning. But my experience is it gives an immense boost to your productivity and calmness to help you combat the stress of the day. The first segment of 30 minutes is dedicated to goal setting. Break down this into 3 10-minute sets. In the first 10 minutes, pick up your journal and spend the first 10 minutes writing your day's goal, short-term goals, and long-term goals. The next 10-minute set is to assess and analyze your progress on the goals you set the previous day. When you write down your goals, you are forcing your thinking cells to be very clear about what you want to accomplish. The final 10 minutes are to take notes of the unmet goals, especially the day's goals and short-term goals. In this segment, when you scan through your goals, you assess the reasons why you have not achieved them. The events of tomorrow develop from what you do today, so understanding your yesterday is the key to shaping your tomorrow. The next 20 minutes, learning and growth. This is the time you learn and grow. This is the time you pick up the book you always wanted to read for ages but never got around to reading. The basic ground rule for this segment is to pick and choose the book that teaches you new things and enriches your mind and thoughts. In the morning, your mind is rested and fresh and ready to absorb new ideas. Spend the first 10 minutes of this segment reading a chapter of the book and then use the remaining 10 minutes to write down a summary of what you read and understood. Writing down your learnings and insights, you will be able to come up with action points to implement. Allow yourself for deeper retention and analyzes. The final 10-minute segment is mindfulness. The final segment is an important grounding process. Use these 10 minutes for self-contemplation. The objective of this segment is to be present and pay deep attention to your feelings. The additional benefit of silence is it acts as a natural filter for your thoughts. You might have a question after knowing about this habit of silence. What are the results you expect when you practice the habit of silence? When you practice the solid bubble of silence without a break of 21 days, you mostly notice immediate changes. You become a spectator of your own thoughts. You find a greater sense of balance. This habit is an investment in yourself. Envisioning your day in your mind before it begins, making powerful choices and decisions. When you see your vision come to life and be real, this ultimately gives you confidence and a deeper understanding of who you are. You learn to trust yourself. In this series of designing a productive 2023 and learning the first habit, the habit of silence. The most important lesson to learn is to let peace guard your heart. Consciously clear your head and mind. Allow yourself to listen carefully to others and respond appropriately. Cultivate silence and turn your focus inwards. By choosing to remain silent, you may even gain valuable information and perspectives on your thoughts that will help you to become a conscious being. When are you going to implement this habit? Comment below.